a revolution. I cannot help but to think of the brown revolutionary still dangling from the necks of millions of believers. I wonder if we will carry the likeness of Trayvon, Mike, Eric, or Tamir around our necks in the centuries to come. Maybe. But there will not be handcrafted images of their mothers. We mothers birthed revolutions, and that is how we are remembered. The grieving, the strong, and the martyred. Though our suffering trends, history does not document the ascent to our losses. No one considers that Mary and Sabrina both birthed baby boys into a world that would label them a threat before they could speak. And how taxing it is to love unconditionally under those conditions. That thousands of other brown baby boys would be slaughtered to find the one who would rekindle revolt in the spirits of the downtrodden. No one ever notices the heavy in these women's shoulders, the way they only allow the heels of their feet to kiss the ground when their children are nestled safely beside them, asleep and unaware of the peril that's been constructed to swallow them. I'm sure Leslie's intuition warned her that Golgotha was waiting for her son at the corner store, that he failed to notice as a worried expression surfaced on her brow in a moment of transparency and exhaustion, and faded as she remembered she cannot protect him by denying him the right to be free. We mothers relish in our children's skin knees with ease because we have the power to heal broken skin, a power that is useless against batons, bullets, and bigotry. We allow them to suckle from breasts, brush hair with our fingertips, soothe, chastise, and forgive. We are the souls in the Garden of Gethsemane, praying for God to allow this cup to pass from them to us. We are the bodies arrested, stripped of our citizenship, hung, shot, choked, slandered, and left to tell the tale. We are not memorialized by hashtags, but make no mistake, parts of us are buried with our sons and our daughters, but we stay alive to ensure that they are never forgotten and that their likeness will dangle in the throats of non-believers for centuries to come.